Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, it's Wednesday, hump day, so let's talk about some stuff. First things first, let's talk about the Time Guardian Island. Alright, I was mistaken about this, but it wasn't my fault. It did list it in the schedule as Time Guardian Challenge. That was in their schedule, so I thought it was a one day. It wasn't a one day, so we got this guy, and he's actually pretty good. I didn't really go into this, as you can see, because, I already have him. I have him. He's good. You can make him a damage dealer. You can also make him a tank, too, depending on the skills you choose. But I was going to save my gems. There's two big reasons for saving gems. We're going to talk about them, of course. But you can see I got the chests. I got all the way over here. I don't know, maybe if I knock this down enough, I'll just say, okay, I'll take 20 more cells of him. It does have 15 hours and 13 minutes left, so we'll see what happens with this. I'm certainly going to get some extra multiplayer wins today, now ain't I? So we'll see how far we can get that down. Anyway, this is going to be going away, like I said, in 15 hours and 13 minutes, and then we're going to be moving on to the Time Traveler's Island. And it's going to be pretty much the same thing, only it's going to be Kronks. And of course, Kronks is very good, so definitely somebody to go after. You know, turning people into babies is a very effective strategy. Why you want to do that to your own team, though? I guess protection or something? I think some kind of a regeneration or something should go along with that or something. I don't know. Just me. But Kronks is, of course, on my team, right? I got Kronks up to 110. Kronks is very good. Definitely somebody you want to... This guy's pretty good, too. But like I said... We'll have to see about the way things work out. In terms of light, I do have some powerful light individuals right now, so I'm not really looking to rank this guy up. Alright, and of course they had a breeding event going for the last few days, which is this one. And yeah, they didn't fill this in, did they? No, this is the second time in a row they did that. I'm looking and I'm seeing like Hornet in here, and I think that that's Galante Jr. back there, even though it's not. So, they're being a little bit lazy with this. But they are giving us the combinations, and there were some good ones down here. I'm just hoping that none of you activated your temple. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, I took 2 shots at the first one because I would like Nicasia. I think that's it, right? I would desperately like her. And unfortunately, I got a rare, and then I got an epic. So... unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. And I'm not activating my temple because I have a very good reason for that. Also being able to get Synapticus and Mephisto, of course. Mephisto, very good one down there. And then, of course, all of them basically give you a chance at Fraser Rot, right? Now, you're going to get 2 cells for Vendekin as well, right? So that's okay. The thing about it is more cells for him is good, right? And I think that's probably... one of the things you'd want to save your gems for. There is something else, too. Alright, let's think. I don't think there's anything else. Like I said, we're doing Time Guardian Island. Tomorrow we're doing the Time Traveler Island. We do have that breeding that's going on right now. But more importantly, there's going to be a breeding event on Friday. They've listed it as El Colosal. So, what are they doing? Well, there's a lot of individuals who believe this is going to be like the Valentine's Day event, where it's going to be an amazing breeding event for one element. Possibly nature? I'm not really sure about that. Just in case, though, if you are interested in getting a lot of powerful legendaries, that might be the day to do it. So that's the reason I'm saying I hope you didn't activate your temple, because if it is... you're going to need your temple speeding stuff up for you, so that way you can gem it as quickly as possible. If something is saying it's going to be going for 2 days, it's going to be very expensive as opposed to like 9 hours. So if you have the temple, you can speed that part of the process up. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think it's safe to assume if they're listing something vague like that as a breeding event for 1 day, that it's probably going to be that. So we're going to have to see if there is information regarding that on Friday. I will probably do a fairly early video to get that information out. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. We're also going to have to depend on people to test combos like what happened on Valentine's Day when a lot of us ended up getting Nitro Blasters and Mephistos and such like that. Now, if it's nature, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of very interesting creatures you get, although the idea of a billion O'Reillys floating around would be terrifying. So we'll have to see what's going to happen. It's a tricky situation, though. If you throw a lot of powerful legendaries at us, you might be tempted to spend all your gems to get them. But the thing about it is that they've already made it fairly clear they're moving away from legendaries. So do you want to jeopardize your chance of getting, like, say, Vendekan? I guess we're just going to have to play it and see what happens. If there is something like that, I will put a video out on the day on Friday, and then we'll do the normal episode on Saturday, kind of like another day after situation, right? But I don't know. That's a good question. If I see all these great combos and such, I may try for a couple of things, but I don't think I'm going to go as crazy as I did for the Fire ones, because we didn't really know the future when the Fire one happened, right? And we do know it now. And in case you're wondering, I don't think they're going to make any more legendary monsters. I think they're just going to make mythics. If you go to your list over there, this one up here, and I'm not going to do it, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, because I'm not going to edit anything out, you're going to see the last 7 creatures are all mythic. Even when they were doing the Forsaken, they were scattering other creatures in there. I think they're basically just going to go with the mythics now, and they're not going to do legendaries. Would you want to work on ranking up your epics a year ago? Because that may be what we're looking at here. They're just kind of being pushed over in the corner, phased out. So, we'll have to see what Friday brings and what individuals are available. I mean, they're still going to be good for quite some time. It's going to be a while before there are enough mythics and they start getting powerful enough that people don't even bother with the legendaries anymore, So we're just going to have to do that. And of course, in that light, and of course, in nature, you might notice I have somebody over here. I might put a video out for her tomorrow. We'll see. If there's any interest in it at all, I might do that. Otherwise, I may just feed her in quiet, in private. So we'll have to see what the future is going to bring. But it does seem as if something is going to be happening on Friday. So for now, you might want to just, be ready for it, right? The last one kind of snuck up on us, and a lot of people were caught unawares. And if something does happen on Friday, I will try to get the information out as quickly as possible. Anyway, I think that is going to be that. And I also don't think there's a lot else going on right now. If you look at the schedule, there really isn't a lot of things going on. Now, for next week, the schedule has mini mazes on it. I'm guessing those are going to be Forsaken. So I'm hoping the Thundir is going to be one of them. And remember, if they do a mini maze for Forsaken, you really have to have that Forsaken, otherwise you're not going to see it. I made that mistake of not saying that, I believe it was last week when I talked about it, is that I actually had the 2 involved, so I saw them. If you don't have it, you're not going to see it, because they're only making extra cells available to you, not the entire creature. So that was something, unfortunately, I neglected to mention. So if they do more, definitely I'm hoping Thundir is one of them. I already have 100 cells of him, so I don't need a lot, but I would really like to have a lot. If I could rank him up, there'd be a much bigger chance of me actually using him. I'd have to unlock some ruin slots for him, but in that part, yeah, he would actually be kind of useful. Anyway, I think that is basically all the news that we have. Of course, Vendekan's Island is going to begin next week too. Anybody who really wanted to or tried to get the items, and as you can see, they're back in Monsterwood over here, basically has them already. Now, if you're having problems with Monsterwood, then that's a big way of getting them, unfortunately. I'm hoping, I know some people did report that in the comments of my last video. I hope those issues had been resolved, because that's a big resource right there for getting them. But, well, the thing about it is, hopefully everybody at least gets a chance, but like I said previously, chances are it's going to be a very expensive, progressive island. That's why I'm like, do I really want to spend a lot of gems on Friday? I don't know. We're going to have to see. Maybe there will be some that I just can't resist. Anyway, I think that is basically all the news that we have. Unfortunately, once again, we do not have war. And we won the last one, and so far we're not back in the league, even though this team looks very formidable here. Yeah, they look very strong. And I've noticed when I was looking through their team that I was starting to see, mythics popping in there, Yeah, as a matter of fact, somebody actually had 3 of them over here. Yeah, right here. I just don't understand that. All right, here we have like one of the best relics in the game right there. That one right there, really good. And this is a pretty good one right there, too. Not bad at all. You couldn't put any ruins on anybody? I mean, it could very well be the computer did this. They went and they grabbed mythics and they threw them in there. And that's fine. I could understand the 2 on either side here. But I mean, these guys, this guy in the middle here, this doggy here, he's got some pretty good relics on him. You couldn't put any ruins on him at all? Anyway, like I was saying, there's actually a lot of that. This is a very powerful team, and I think we're going to be very challenged here. But there are a lot of mythics out here already, and that is kind of going to be the future, isn't it? It's going to be mythics everywhere, because that, of course, is what Social Point wants. They want mythics. Legendaries are going to get slowly pushed over into the corner. So that's why I'm saying be careful how much you actually spend. You might want to make sure that you can get Vendekin, because I think that's kind of the future. One way or another, that's what they want, and they're running the show. Anyway, that's, like I said, though, no war. Actually, I got to tell you the truth. I tried to record a couple of battles yesterday, and I was going to edit them in, but wow, they did not work out well. No, it's not even a matter of I lost, and I did lose, but they just were not entertaining at all. In the second round of the first fight, somebody did a special on the other side and just killed all my guys, and the other one was just painfully horrible. So that's the reason you're not seeing it right now. But you know what you can see right now? PvP. So let's go and do that. All right, so I do have some teams here. I actually had a lot of options here, so this is a good thing. So let's jump right in. We won't be fighting that team up the middle. Yeah, unfortunately, my trophy count has dropped significantly, so we may struggle to actually find strong teams. Hopefully it won't be that big of a problem. All right, so let's begin at the beginning. Our first team today was suggested by Sans the Skeleton. And Sans wanted to see... by the way, you'll notice that I have improved this fellow a bit. Where is he? Oh, he's way down here. He's only 100, but I have definitely improved him a bit since our last visit, you'll notice. Right, so he's got a lot better stuff on. And you might notice the 2 relics are actually kind of maxed out, too. All right, next up, we're going over to water. And this is going to be... Oh, did I do that? Yeah, I did, okay. That's for the future, by the way. Let's see. Where is... Did I miss him? Nope, there he is. Jeff. And finally, over in darkness, we have someone I'd really like to rank up. Where is she? She's down here. Did I miss her? Nope, there she is. Hella. All right, so obviously a ridiculously strong team, even though they're all like 100. They're pretty strong. Way too strong for them. I guess, I guess we could do the team on the right. I'm a little concerned that if I hit the refresh, then I'm going to get stuff that looks like up the middle, So I'm thinking I kind of have to do this. I mean, they do have levels on us. And that's what I guess I'm kind of looking at. I'm afraid that if I go to refresh, I'm just going to run into teams that have no chance against us. So, I mean, we got a 105, 105, and a 110, so we'll see what happens. Even though the individuals I do have are kind of strong. And, okay, looks like we're going first. This is going to be ugly. Okay, well, 2 of them are immune to stun, which means, using this would be kind of a waste of time. Fortunately, he has a backup plan. Alright, and let me see. We could also freeze you. Do I want them frozen? I want them bleeding. Let's do some bleeding here. Where is it? Star Blades. Moderate water damage. Make them bleed. Oh. Okay, and why don't we do some dark submissions? Give them dark weakness. Oh, he's dazed. How horrible. Whatever will we do? You guys want curse? Okay, well, one of you took curse. Yep, only one of you. Let me think. Do I want to do the extra turn? Yeah, he can do that every round. Well, you know, it does... Oh, it doesn't do good damage, actually. Here, tell you what. Why don't we... You know what? Just charge. Just charge. Now we'll just freeze you. And then... Finish him! I really should have been watching my trophy count, but it just really took a big jump. Or dive, I should say. Alright. How's your hump day going? Okay, I guess. Okay, well, this is looking a little better. It's looking better. If we win a couple of matches, we'll start getting better stuff. Alright, so let's move on to our next team. Our second team today was suggested by someone named something. And someone named something actually made this a little bit confusing for me, so I had to make a guess on something. I'll show you what I mean. Let's begin over in Earth, right? And we're going to go down here to find a lovely young lass by the name of Biddy. And that's my story. Next, we're going over to Darkness, and this is going to be Simon. All right, now, this is where the confusion goes. So, what I was asked for was Baba Yaga, Simon, by those names, and Cloud. So the thing is, if it had been Baba Yaga and Barbados and Cloud, then I know the individual's talking about the creature whose name is Cloud, right? The type of creature. If it was Biddy and Simon and Cloud, then I know it's Tempest. So I kind of have to make a judgment call here because I don't know which Cloud the individual is referring to, because they gave me Baba Yaga and then Simon. So I am going to go out on a limb and guess that it is actually Simba, that being over in light. I'm just thinking if I was going to do this team, that's what I would do. I wouldn't use Tempest because there's no purpose in having Simon there unless you want him to destroy everyone. The best of the two for doing that would be the monster, who is Cloud, who I have named Simba. All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? I guess it's a good question here. Well, she can't possess the this guy over here. This is probably the biggest challenge, the one over here on the side, on the left, basically because the Nishan's pet, I can't possess it. All right, let's just do that. Again, I'm concerned to hit the refresh button. Unfortunately, he's like really, he's got support speed. Why does he have support speed? I mean, the question when you put all support speed on somebody is, who are they supporting? You know, in this case, itself? Oh, wow, you actually go first. I didn't think that was going to happen. Well, to be fair, you actually are a little bit, you're higher level. 5816. Yeah, I think that's the level. All right, well, you know, I think this is going to end really quickly. Charge with me. And, yeah, there was one survivor. The Pretender, of course. Let's see. Why don't we try Ancient Wisdom, since we don't have to do it to everybody? Oh, feel free to kill yourself. Did you repossess yourself again? I think that's what he tried to do. Anyway, it seems that he needs to learn who the boss is. So what better way than Master of Pain? Okay, and it looks like I did that challenge there. Okay, now you're pulling an attitude on me. Okay, so let's move on. We have a good record here so far. Unfortunately, the trophy count is helping with that. Our third team today was suggested by Big Man. And Big Man wanted to see, and this is not exactly a weak team, by the way. Oh, and yeah, you know who the first one's going to be. Dave. Next, you will see a properly configured Nishan's Pet. Mind you, you could make it faster, but support speed on somebody who's entirely denial? That doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so, and finally, if this team didn't need to be any stronger, this is actually what makes it really strong, right there. Okay, so let's see what we got. I may have to go looking for team. Okay, well, this team over here on the left is pretty strong. Yeah, 115 Bertgar. They're all 105. That's not bad. Let's try that. Okay, see, that's what support speed is all about. You get support speed, you're supporting somebody who's actually speedy. Life? Okay. I mean, he's not a tank, you know. Alright, let's go. Okay, but you're going first. Alright, well, let's see what we get. Oh, that sucks for you guys. Did he beat himself up? I think he did. Oh! Oh, that is so ugly. That is so ugly. By the way, what did you give us? 100% damage mirror. Oh, what he just gave... Your own guys could have used that. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Thunder for you. Yeah, just boom, you're dead. See, you're not a threat anymore because you use your #1 skill on us. But you guys can have some curse. Let me think. Blind? By the way, we'd really like to appreciate what you did. That was wonderful. Really appreciate it. Let's see. He's still immune, so there wouldn't be any purpose in doing that. Yes, I'm sure Cleo is very discouraged about this fight. Oh, that was a waste because you already had curse. But you're not bleeding. Now you are. Alright, well, we just go for the oh, no, I don't want to do that one. Oh, actually, well, that's going to kill you anyway. Yeah, dead. Yeah, usually the generals are very good at resisting those, possessions or stuff, but not today. And then he turned around and gave us encouragement. So that kind of sucked for his team. Alright. You sure don't want to give me any gems? Okay. It's a sell. Alright, so let's get going with our final team for today. Our final team today was suggested by Jesse Jenkins. And Jesse wanted to see... And Jesse is actually getting a first here. First things first, we're going with Spot. And then, of course, we're going with... Where is... Tony. And let's face it, that would probably be enough. However, we're throwing a little water in here. And like I said, in his first appearance, we have somebody who I haven't named yet. Unfortunately, he's got 2 lock ruin slots, so, but he's 110, so And let's face it, given what we've been facing, I don't think there's going to be a lot of problems here. All right, so up the middle, obviously not. I mean, do I want to take this team over here? The only thing that's really powerful there, of course, is the ice effects. I mean, you have Yamada over here, and I don't have any denial. So it's a matter of that how long can Spot stand, right? All right, you know what? Let's just do that one then. All right, well, that's closer. It's just that I can't help but look at that that Voltec and go, why do you have 2 speeds on it? Okay, this is all going to go in after him. That's a whole lot of health. The thing about it is you don't have anywhere near enough stamina or damage to do that. Oh, you're just going to do that, aren't you? Okay, so let's see. Boom, you're dead. And boom, that hurts a lot. I could just finish him with that. Yeah, just do that. Okay, I don't suppose you have anything that could take off... I guess we could just do that since he's got nothing else, right? I mean, he's evading, so there's nothing I could do to him, so it's a good time to self-boost. Now, this could be a problem, but of course, whatever he's going to do it to himself, right? I would appreciate you shall not pass. Oh, he did that. Good. Okay, guess what you don't have anymore? Go on, guess. And let's think. Oh, that is you just so dead. Yeah, that is so very dead. Amphibidator got to kill somebody. Alright, and the final spin. I could really use some gems. That'd be nice. Guess not, huh? Okay. Alright, and we're done. Alright, so like I said, we have the Time Guardian Island right now. Oh, that reminds me. We have chest to open. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, I got a chest for doing the combo, I guess. What's in here? A compass. Oh, okay. I got all of those. Probably a lot more than I need to. All right, let's open up the first Chronoxian Guard and see what rare I got. That's the rare that I got. And... really? Wow. Okay. And then let's open up the other one. Ooh, amazing. It's like I said, the tokens are really not hard to get, are they? I mean, I had no idea that we're going to get one of each of them here, you know. So, well, you know what? Since we're here, anything purple? No purple. No purple. I see a silver. I don't see any purples. It's another silver. I don't see any golds either. Oh well, let's just do the silvers. I'm not even going to bother with that last one. And nothing but silver. Okay. And no, I'm not going to open that one. Like I was saying, we have the Time Guardian Island. This one's going to be going away in 14 hours and 43 minutes. And then right after that, we're going to get the Time Traveler's Island, which is going to have Kronks. Kronks is, of course, very, very good. Instantly became part of my main team at that point, especially if you have a damage dealer that has immunity to control, because you can just hit them with triple damage and immediately get an extra turn. But of course, it's going to baby them if they don't have immunity control. But if they do have immunity control, they're going to do a lot of damage. And that is, I'm guessing that's kind of meta-ish these days, especially if you throw in a Megaton tank. And of course, Friday. Friday is going to be El Colosal, the breeding event. So that is liable to be something rather big. So like I said, if I see any information regarding that, I might just throw out a quick video as early as possible so people can take advantage of that. But it does smell like it's going to be something big. The thing again, you got to remember, we're talking about legendaries. Even if they're great legendaries, we are talking about legendaries. So what is that going to mean towards the future? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to see. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See you.